Hey family, hope you're all doing well. It's Dad. Hope you had a great day and a great week. Um, it's about 6 o'clock at night here by myself with my dog, and thought I would just kind of share my views and perspectives as a dad whose son was not a D1 Division One football talent, but still got interest from smaller schools and playing the game of football. Now, I think the first thing is you got to ask yourself as a parent is your kid passionate about playing at the next level? If they are, then you'll get some value out of this. And my experience as a dad to a D3 football player. With this path, with this journey that your kid is going through, who has ambitions to play football at the next level. Don't live your dreams through your kids. Let your kids enjoy their own journey. Don't pressure them. Don't force them into playing any sport. I think eventually they're going to hate it if you kind of pressure them, force them into the sport. Encourage them to be active. Let them develop a passion. It can be any sport. It can be anything. As long as they are active, who cares about the sport that they play? Now, for my son, it started with Taekwondo. He did it from, second to the seventh grade, did it about 3-4 times a week, really enjoyed it. But right before the eighth grade, he didn't want to do it anymore. I told him that's fine, but, he needed to find something to be active in. Then he picked up the game of football in the eighth grade at his junior high. He wasn't great at it. He wasn't a superstar. He wasn't all league, all region as he, navigated through high school. But he loved the game and he wanted to learn. I think that was two of the big things that I really saw in him. Again, he played through high school after a visit, and then after a visit to Oregon State University during his junior year, he toured the football facilities and he was hooked. And, he wanted to play at the next level. And it seems like all high school kids who play football, they have that dream of Division I or bust. It's that pipe dream. And just reality is, not all kids are Division I talent. Now, according to a couple sites that I did some researching on, and I'll post the site on the comment section here, there's about 19,369 NCAA football players here in the U.S. And looking at the NCAA website, as far as football, there's over a million high school players participating in high school. And as the probability of them transitioning beyond high school, at least the NCAA ranks, is only 7.3%. It's very, very low. 2.9% of them end up going to Division I, and then the rest of them go to Division II or Division III. So again, very, very low percentages to play at the next level. Obviously it doesn't account for NAIA schools or junior college schools, but even then, the percentages are going to be fairly low as well on that. And, it's still even an accomplishment to play at the next level, even if it's not Division I. There's plenty of schools outside of Division I that are next level and are great programs and great schools. Kids and parents have to be realistic in regards to the talent level of their kids. So here's what my son did to get attention from smaller schools. The first thing I did was, you got to have the reality discussion. My son was not Division I. Clear cut. He wasn't an all-state. He wasn't an all-American. He wasn't all-region. But he loved the game and he was passionate about it. And I had that conversation with him after the Oregon State University visit. You see the facilities, gorgeous facilities, great facilities, typical Division I school. But the reality was he wasn't going to go there. And I think, a lot of kids have that, kind of pipe dream, is that it's Division I or bust. And, having that conversation with them, sitting down with them, just saying, hey, reality, you would have been recruited by now if you were a Division I talent, but you're not. But that's okay. There's plenty of other schools that have great football programs and are next level. beyond high school, let's look at them and see what happens with that. So the first one was having a reality discussion with my son. The second thing was I stressed the importance of prioritizing academics. D1, Division I schools have a lot of athletic scholarships. Division II has less athletic scholarships. Division III have no athletic scholarships. Coaches don't want to babysit you in the classroom at the end of the day. They want to coach football. They don't want to coach you in the classroom. That's for teachers and professors. But prioritizing academics, going to class, getting great grades is something I stress to my son, during this whole journey. Plus, there's more academic scholarships out there than athletic scholarships. So my son, he's had great grades since 8th grade. He just needed to continue it, which he has. He did take 2 years of dual credit running start, which is taking college credits during your junior and senior year of high school. And he finished with high school with 3.6 GPA. That includes those dual credits, those running start credits from community college. So it is important to be disciplined in the classroom. I think being disciplined in the classroom has helped my son get that interest from schools who gave him an opportunity to play football. The next one is participate in small colleges' summer ID camps. Whether it's D3, D2, NAIA, junior college, community college, you got to get in front of college coaches to get exposure. I think this is really important. This will be the time where college coaches get kind of a firsthand look at your skill set and at your level, and to see if this is something that could work out between the school and you yourself as the athlete. So they do cost money, but I think there are scholarship opportunities if you just be transparent to those college coaches that you want to attend the camp, but you lack funds. It doesn't hurt to ask. Worst thing they can do is say no. So I would, with my son, we did do, after his junior year, we did about 2 or 3 camps at small schools. And that turned out to be opportunities for him to go to college. Number 4 is have game film highlights. Show great plays, show great tackles. High school football teams usually have game film as they record every game. It's your kid's job to create an account. Huddle is a great website. My son used it. A lot of teams use it, where they upload game film from the previous week, and then kids can go in there and clip their own highlight reels from each game. If your kids don't know about it, or if your kid doesn't know about it, have them research it. They have a phone, they have probably a laptop. Research it, look into it, how to create an account. It's not hard to do. It's pretty easy. And having a few plays per game will help. So college coaches can view it versus, going to the game and watching it, because a lot of these colleges have very limited resources when it comes to recruiting budgets. So the world of technology, having a Huddle account, posting your highlight game films onto your account, and then forwarding them to college coaches really helps in recruiting. The next one is fill out recruiting information on college athletic websites and do the research on the schools that align with your academic interests. Go to a school that will interest you academically, not just football. That's what I did for my son. My son had a lot of opportunities after attending the summer camps, and what I asked him to do was do your researching. What do you want to major in? Do they have that major? If not, what would be a backup major? And do they align with your academic interests? Because, football is one aspect of the college life, but the academic is another aspect of life. And that's going to be a lot more valuable in life down the road. So making sure that your kid aligns with the university when it comes to academics. And then the last one is email the college coaches and communicate your interest. There's a lot of ways of reaching out to these coaches. They have, email addresses on the school athletics website. They have social media accounts. They have, Instagram. They have Twitter. Plenty of ways to reach out to them. And if you did all the things that we discussed, and if the coaches are interested, they're going to reach out to you. If you're a good player, they will follow up. And again, you have to be realistic on your talent level, but I'll tell you one thing for my son. Academics and my kid's desire to get better academically and athletically at the next level will have a significant impact. Your kid has to put in the effort and get the interest and recognized from these schools. Again, like I said, a lot of these schools have limited resources, limited budgets, so it helps them if you reach out and gauge your interest and start during high school. Start during your sophomore year, your junior year, your senior year. It's never too late. Just start doing it and tell me your thoughts. Leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. We'd love to hear the feedback. Again, my perspectives and views. I'm not a certified professional. I'm just a dad. Well, that's all I got. Stay safe, stay positive, and be happy. I love you, Dad.